Okay, y'all. Some of these higher ups, they so smart, they stupid, y'all. I've never seen people have these good jobs like this and risk it, y'all, because that's what they're doing right now. A lot of people are risking their jobs. Judges, sheriffs, everybody. Just to defend these knuckleheads that's out here doing street pharmacy stuff, lining people up, and they risking their careers. And one thing about the internet is undefeated, and this is who they going toe to toe with right now, y'all. A lot of these cases, they're going toe to toe with the internet. And like I said, the internet is undefeated. And we about to talk about it. There's new information coming out about Nolan's phone. And it's a doozy, y'all. This is telling a lot, to be honest with y'all. This is telling a lot. And these liars, I almost said these lying seekers, they come out and tell us a little something and go about their business and act like, oh, okay, I just cleared myself. And they ain't clearing shit, y'all. We about to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Thursday. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Boy, it's a lot of information coming out today. And now you see why these lying MFs is coming out and trying to, nip something already. There's so many red flags in this case right now that it don't make sense. And at the same time, they're trying to cover. Y'all, it's clear as day that there is some information out there that they are trying to hide. Okay? And it all leads back to his friends, y'all. This is what my understanding. Because I'm listening. I'm listening to, different bloggers that's talking about the cases and witnesses coming forth and this and that and this. I'm listening to the people that found them. I'm listening to the rescue people that, went back that morning to look for him. One of, they had they were flying over the top at like 6 o'clock in the morning. They didn't see anything on the island or none of that stuff. And then by 8 o'clock that morning, 2 hours later, his body is on, like it washed up from out of the water on shore. This is what I'm getting. Okay, y'all, this is what I'm getting. Which means he passed away on that boat, y'all. My understanding. And they should go in, whatever they do when they go in to see if any like BLOD in a spot or this and that and this. That boat should be checked thoroughly. And I'm wondering now, did they go get it washed up or anything like that? Because they already has put out there that the boat was having problems. So it would make sense why they would say that now. Because now they probably have, like, they take cars to the get them cleaned out if something goes wrong, or they get rid of the evidence by, setting the car on, fire. They couldn't do it with the boat because it's going to be too obvious. So if you put the boat in the shop, when you get back, the people at the shop could actually be cleaning up the mess, trying to make sure that there's no evidence on that boat. That's why I feel like, y'all. Okay? I feel like they try to put it on the female. The three friends he came there with, they tried to put it on that female. She came out and said, no, we were talking. But around 3 o'clock, he said that his friends was ready to go. So he had to go. And she said he left from being around her and he went back to the boat at 3 o'clock. Now, if Nolan told the female, y'all, that my friends is ready to go, then how in the world is the friend saying now that he said he was going to stay there with her or he was going to get a ride back with somebody else? They getting caught up now, y'all. They scraping and scrambling, y'all, to try to figure out what lie is going to... they throwing stuff against the wall to see what's going to stick. So now the female is saying, no. You ain't about to put that on me. He said that he had to leave early because of y'all. So if he told her that he was leaving early, y'all, there's some serious inconsistencies right here, y'all. Serious. The female is saying he left from dealing with her and went back to that boat. There's somebody saying that it looks as if he washed up on shore at 8 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Okay? Was he pushed over? He had to have been pushed out into that water. This is what I feel like in my heart of hearts. Something went down on that boat just like something went down on that land, and he was arguing with them. You think he wasn't going to argue with them on that boat too? You think he wasn't? And I'm going to tell y'all something that's so very important right now. His phone. Because one thing that a person does when they feel like they're backed against the wall and they're in trouble, they're going to send out that Batman signal. However way they can. Now, I don't know if they was getting signal. Some people were saying you could get a signal on the island. Some people were saying you couldn't. So I don't know. I wasn't there. But if you were out in the middle of the water on your way back or whatever, could you get a signal that way? Ask yourself this question. Could Nolan have texted his mom, his father, and let them know that something just wasn't quite right on that boat and that his friends was acting a fool with him, y'all? Because there's rumors now that these guys are some serious, y'all, street pharmacy users. Remember I said either they're users or they're dealers? Yeah, it's coming out that they're users. Yes. And these two nitwits on the side, the sheriff and his judge, they chose to go up against the internet, y'all. The internet, they're going up against the internet right now. And the internet is undefeated because they're going to find every little thing wrong with what happened to who and what and when and where. They're going to look up everything. The internet is undefeated. So good luck with that sheriff and the judge. And to be honest with you, she looks too young to even be a judge, to be honest. Which tells you a lot of these people, they get these jobs because they're given to them. Not because they earned them, y'all. And we've been watching that take place for years. That people got jobs because of who they know and stuff like that. And, you know, these little secret, I'm just going to say it like it is, societies, they put certain people in these positions so that they could get away when they do stuff to people. And they can get away with it. And this is why some people is given, you know, these jobs like that. So, right now, this sheriff, this judge, and anybody else that try to help cover this mess up, they're putting their own careers and jobs in jeopardy right now, y'all. When I tell y'all 2026 ain't nothing nice, it is not nothing nice, y'all. And the more that these so-called smart individuals think they being smart, they burying their own selves, y'all. They are burying themselves. And when you come out and say, oh, social media age and the clout and the this, and you run out and you post up a statement, and that statement is some bull crap. Who's really putting the clout, trying to, you know, who's really after the clout, y'all? Because it looked like she just wanted to be seen. So her picture can be out here that, oh, I'm a judge. And me and my husband was not there. Nobody said you were. Nobody said you were. She posted a lot of nothing. That's what she did. But she did let you know that they're going to defend this ninja that's smoking his kneecaps off, y'all. By any means necessary. They're going to do that. And there's so many, like I said, there's a lot of red flags. Even her coming out with a statement of why she, deleted her social media, whatever. The judge, why would you delete your social media? Okay, you ain't got nothing to do with it. And it ain't about you. It's about the boys deleting theirs. And apparently these boys was busy on that boat, y'all, on the way back. They were busy. Not only were they blocking their social media and deleting stuff, but word on the street is some things was deleted off of Nolan's phone. And the only way that those things could be deleted off of Nolan's phones is face recognition. Now, my understanding is when you have face recognition on your phone, I don't use it, but a lot of people do. And I asked about it. And people are saying that these are apps that you can put on your phone and have the face recognition on there. And depending on the app, is depending on how you use this face recognition. Because some face recognition, you can use your face and you can use your thumbprint and stuff like that. But either way it go, the phone has to be put up to your face. Okay, y'all? Now, I asked, with the face recognition, do your eyes have to be open or closed? Now, what I was told, that it depends on you when it comes to that situation. Because if you have small eyes, it would still open that phone, even if it looked like the eyes are kind of closed, especially if you got slanted small eyes. And sometimes you have to go from side to side, show the jaw, face, print on there or whatever. And sometimes you just got to face for it and put the phone to you to open that phone. Now, the reason why I said this is because I don't see the parents deleting anything off of his phone. They had a hard time trying to get his phone back from his friends. And they finally got his phone back from the friends. And now they're finding out, allegedly. Well, this is what they're saying. And the lawyer is saying this. So I can't say allegedly, okay? They're saying that the sheriff is asking for the phone back, y'all. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't care what they say. They can say, oh, she messing up the investigation or this and that and that and this. I would not release that phone. There's no way. Hold on one second, y'all. Hello? I'm in the middle of a video. What's going on?
Oh, I was about to ask, when are you going to the thing?
What thing?
Isn't Zoe's thing today?
Yeah, she got a doctor's appointment. I'm going to call you back because I'm in the middle of a video. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. But anyway, where was I at, y'all? The app. So they're saying that the sheriff now wants the phone back from the parents. They want it, put in as evidence or whatever. And I think this is where they went wrong at, because the boys, instead of turning the phone over to they people so that they can go on and erase everything off, that they miss, y'all, Lord have mercy. They gave it back to the parents, and now they're begging the phone back from the parents. I wouldn't give that phone to them for nothing in the world, y'all. I would get my own people to check out that phone. If I had to go to, get me a little, computer repair person or a phone tech person that knows how to go into that phone and pull up, any text messages, what was said, what was done, what was this, what was that. Because I think those boys are afraid of what's in that phone. Any smart person that know that this could be the end of their life, and I do believe that Nolan knew at them last minutes that he was not going to make it home. I think he knew that he had, been in a den with a bunch of snakes for a long time, and they just start slithering all around him, and he didn't realize it until the last minute. They're scared of what he could possibly have sent to his parents or whatever. They're scared of that. And for stuff to be deleted, and even if you delete stuff off your phone, doesn't mean it's all gone. Because it's a storage in like iCloud, other little areas that your stuff could go to, or the feds can pull it up. Okay, y'all? And I think this is what the boys are afraid of. This is why they want that phone back so bad. And the fact that they have not let the parents see his body yet, I just feel like they're going to say, oh, the autopsy report, this is why he was cut right here. Oh, the autopsy report, this is why these bruises are right here. This is why this is here. Because this and that and that and this. Or give them time to possibly try to, camouflage some of the wounds on him. Just in case he was broke off on that boat. Because we don't know if he was beat up. We don't know. If they already was in front of everybody on the land, and they were acting a fool with him, what y'all think they did to him when they got him alone, and they didn't have an audience? Did he pick up his phone and try to send a message out? Because it's clear as day they didn't want to give up that phone. It's clear as day now something was erased. And how was it erased? If you have face recognition. They had to put the phone up to his demise face before they threw him overboard. My personal opinion. Because we have to figure it out on our own. And if you think about it, the way that he was found and all of that stuff, the fact that nobody else saw anything, the female say he told her he got to go because they were ready to go. And even though he got back at 3 o'clock, they still didn't leave till 4:30. Were they getting their plans together? I'm just asking y'all, what was the delay for an hour and a half? And if he got on that boat with them, which makes sense. Because if he was left on the island, why would I'm just saying, why was his body float back to shore? If he was left on the island, he's going to be still sitting on that island until somebody come back to get it. Right, y'all? I'm just saying. Why would his body be in the water and float back to shore? Which means he left with them, y'all. There was something took place and they, to me, dumped him in that water. And if they erased something on his phone, how? If he was left behind, how did they use face recognition to get in his phone? If he was left on the island. If he was left on the island, how did his body wash back to shore? It's a lot of unanswered questions that they can't cover up, y'all. It's clear as day that these 3 guys did something to him. Or 1 or 2 and the other one is covering. But they're going to break, y'all. They're going to break. Either all 3 of y'all going to go to prison or the person that actually did it's going to go. But I told y'all snake and steak season. You talking about some rich white boys, y'all, that probably never seen the inside of a jail unless they was going to visit somebody that the warden that owns it. Their daddies and all of that stuff, okay? Or their daddy's friend drop off some lunch or something, okay? This is what you're talking about when you're dealing with these little privileged little mother hubbards, okay? And the fact that everybody was looking for him and y'all would go visit this kid and go out to eat with him and go to his house and he would go to yours and y'all were out around this kid, all of these guys that came to pick him up. They act like this was their friend. Every picture they took, they got their arms all around each other and this and that and that and this. And that person come up missing. And you not even out there with everybody else to help look for him. That screams volumes, y'all. That tells a lot. That means y'all did that. My personal opinion. That's what that means to me. Y'all did that. That's crazy. On so many levels, y'all. Everything, every action y'all took points right back to y'all. Even the female is saying, no, y'all not going to put this on me. At 3 o'clock, he said y'all was ready to go. And he told me he'll talk to me later. She went and lawyered up and cooperated. Okay? And due to the fact that she cooperated, I think this is why the judge told Warren, you need to put a statement out. Like the girl, she already done, y'all pointed the finger at her. Now she's pointing it back at y'all. So you got to go and put a statement up too. So this is why the judge said, oh, he was questioned and blah, 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 blah. We need more than question. We need somebody to go check out that boat and see if there's any BLOOD that's been cleaned up on that boat. That's what we need. Okay? We need the sheriff to do his dang on job, y'all. That's what we need right now. This is so crazy. It don't make no sense, okay? They're giving them time to clean up their mess, everything, okay? Everything. You know, everybody was like, why would you go on an island on a boat that's not working right? Because you're going to get that check. That's just like before you go on a long trip for the travel and go out of town. You're going to get your oil changed. You're going to make sure your car is up to par before you even go somewhere. Because you don't want to get somewhere and something mess up on the car. You don't want to do that. So, Lord have mercy, y'all. Lord have mercy. There's no way you want to do that. So you're going to go all the way to an island on a boat and you don't even know if that boat is up to par. I think that's a whole lot something wrong with that boat. You're talking about a bunch of rich kids. They're not going to be out here on no used raggedy boats. Well, they got stepmamas and all the stuff, judges. And you think they going to have bad equipment to go out there in that water, go to that island on? Daddies just lawyers and stuff like that. That ain't going to happen. They going to have the best of the best. They're not going to have some raggedy piece of shit to go out in some water and risk their life on. They ain't never had no problems with the boat any other time that they went out with Nolan. So why did you have problems this time with the boat? Or is this their way of putting the boat in the shop, but it ain't really in the shop? It is in a place where they are cleaning it up spick and span to make sure all the evidence is gone. And then when everybody said, oh, where's the boat at? Oh, you remember we said that the boat had problems. We have to get it fixed. Y'all, these dummies are so smart. They stupid, okay? They so smart, they stupid. And everything is coming out now. Ain't no way in the world you can erase something off his phone without his face. And the only way that you can erase something off his phone with his face is his body was on that boat. Y'all took him out. Probably noticed that he sent a text message or something. Or you probably checked to see if he sent a text message. You couldn't. So you had to put that phone to his face before you threw him overboard. And there's rumors coming out now that these kids be smoking their kneecaps off. So they do dumb shitica. Okay? When you doing street pharmacy stuff, you gonna do some dumb stuff. And this is what they did. And they just as stupid as the people that is raising them. As their inner circle of sheriffs and everybody else that all know each other. Because in these little small places, they all know each other. And for them to think that they could pull this off, lets you know that they already knew that their parents, how that they were going to react. There's some parents out here that's good parents. If your child do something wrong, you want them to be punished for it. Because they shouldn't have did it. But then you got parents out here that feel like they just being boys. Who am I? What kind of person would I be if I would let my boy go to prison? And I'm in this type of position. And my friend is the sheriff and the this and the that. This is how they feel. They just being boys. They made a mistake. And we got to cover this up. This reminds me of another movie that I watched. And I can't even think of the name of that movie. But the neighborhood boys got together and they graped and strawberried this girl. And they buried her in this building in the wall. And somebody moved in that house. And she was hunting the crap out of this man and he started digging and digging and digging. He didn't know where to dig at. He was digging up the backyard. He was digging up the house. And the wife was, I think it was the backyard or the basement. He was digging. The wife was like, what is going on? Why is you digging like this? And they messed around and found out that he, that this woman was buried in a wall. And he found her. And all the neighbors came there to take him out because he found out where they had, their sons had, did a crime and buried her in a wall, y'all. This was, I told y'all, a lot of stuff that's in movies is what's really going on. And they put it in movies and you be like, ooh, this, and you thinking it's a movie. But this is real life stuff that's going on. They got these knucklehead kids and they risk it all just to keep them from going to prison, which they need to be in prison. Because I said this and I'm going to say it again. If you let somebody keep getting away with stuff over and 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 over again, you make a monster out of that person. That's what you do. You turn them into a monster. If they already taking lives now, what y'all think they gonna do when they get older? Huh? Is these the future serial hitters? Huh? That's gonna ride around and befriend people of color and then turn around and get them in vulnerable positions and take them out? Or is they gonna be somewhere getting zooted out of their minds and feel like, oh, let's go take out somebody. They gonna cover it up. It's gonna be interesting to see how people gonna cover it up. Cause this is what is taking place right now, right in our face, y'all. So much information is coming out, it's ridiculous. Face recognition on his phone and stuff been deleted. Only way that can happen is they put that phone to his face. And I wish these apps had something where they will record every time that you log in and you take that, a picture or whatever. I wish they could do that because you could see then if somebody was holding them up, if his eyes was closed when they did that face recognition. You could see that. And I'm wondering if anybody know, let me know in the comment section, is that possible? Is there a recording of every time you log in, since you got to do face recognition? Is there a picture taken? Does that picture go somewhere? And this is going to knock the socks off of this case. Okay, y'all? It's already falling apart as we speak. And this little judge over here that thinks she just prim and proper, that was probably given this job. Because I told you, this is how they do in these colleges. You join these sororities, which you have to do all kind of stuff in these sororities to prove yourself. Okay, y'all? This is the same. This is no different than Diddy and Jay-Z and them. People that be around them have to prove themselves because if you have to do something in order for people to trust you. If you do some dirt and they do some dirt, everybody got some dirt on each other. They trust each other to a certain extent. Okay, y'all? Because they still turn on each other in the end. But this is no different. They go to these colleges. They join these sororities. And if they survive it and get through the H to the ELL week and all of this other stuff, when they leave these colleges, they go to these jobs. These jobs are given to them through people that they know, through these sororities, all of that. And there's a reason for that. Because they are going to put people in positions where it benefits them. If somebody do a crime, they got old Susie or somebody to call and say, can you make this disappear? Can you make it harder for them to get to this? Can you this, that? And okay, I got it. And they all work together. But look at the clerk that just got fired in the Carmelo case. Look at that situation. Now, don't think she ain't gonna be able to get another job. Because they all stick together. Just like in the industry. If you had their secrets, if you join in on their reindeer games, you popular. They help cover up your mess. But sometimes your mess is so it's so messed up. It's hard for them to cover it. And it makes them look bad. And this is what's taking place right now, y'all. This sheriff just looking like a fool, a liar that's finna try to cover up some stuff. That's going to be hard to cover up. Because it's already falling apart. This judge go sit her little country bunker tail down somewhere. Because don't nobody want to hear nothing she has to say. Because you're going to do your job is cover up for Warren. And it is what it is. They don't have a heart. A lot of these people don't. And sometimes this hatred is so deep. This is why the kids is the way they are. This is why these grown men decide to take somebody that they got to trust them out on a boat somewhere and take them out. Come back and act like la-di-da-di-da. Who does that? How was you so invested in this kid before you got him to that island? And then after, everybody's looking for him, and you out eating. You out eating. The very next day when everybody is searching for Nolan, his best friends, his best enemies, they were out enjoying a day out eating. And when somebody said, why you ain't looking for Nolan, y'all already think I did it. So what's the reason? What's the purpose for me to go help look for him? You know why y'all ain't gonna look for him? Because y'all already knew what happened to him. That's why y'all didn't look for him. Y'all already knew. It was only a matter of him coming back to shore, his body floating back to shore. Y'all knew that. So y'all wasn't finna waste y'all time. Besides, how's y'all gonna get out there when the boat is somewhere getting cleaned of all the evidence that there is an altercation that took place on that boat? That y'all threw him in that water. Y'all don't have the boat to go back out there. Tell the truth. If you're a boat, it's just like if somebody took somebody out in their car and they ain't got no car now to go help go look. Unless they get a ride. And then people gonna be like, y'all came back out to the island, but y'all don't got no ride. How did y'all get a ride here? Oh, I got on a boat with so-and-so to come out here. Where's y'all boat at? It's in the shop. You know why it's in the shop? Because y'all covering up evidence. Y'all, anyway, please like, share, subscribe if you like this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.